Hey folks, Ariel over here at Nyth. Well, not at the house. I'm in the hayfield in this video. This was recorded just a little bit ago and I meant to get this out. Sorry for the big gap in videos. This season just makes both of us completely crazy busy, and there's all the prep work, getting ready, all the equipment ready and out of where it's stored and greased and ready to roll, and then all of the actual haymaking, and then all of the cleanup and putting away. Anyway, I have just been slammed and didn't get this out. You'll hear me mention some days in there. By the time you're actually seeing this, we have been 55 days with one rain shower that made the surface wet. It's very, very dry, and there'll be more on that later. But anyway, this is what I was busy with and why there was no videos. We're doing well, other than being crazy busy, way too hot, way too dry, and we'll hopefully get back to more regular video making shortly. Oh, and because I'm sure someone will be curious, this is not making hay on our new property. This is for Clay's job, and I help him because you need at least 2 people to make this all happen. If you can hear me over the tractor, is what I've been doing. Raking hay. It's a very, very poor hay crop this year here. And I think in a whole lot of places, mostly due to complete lack of rain. In the last 41 days, there was one rain shower. This is, if you're familiar with haymaking at all, dry land, native grass hay, so partly why this is such a bumpy ride. These fields are, you know, smooth looking from a distance, but not when you bounce across them. But anyway, it's a single cutting, that's all you ever get. You know, with no irrigation, it won't grow more than one crop of grass in a year. But usually the windrows are much, much thicker. Looking off to the side there, you can see how, you know, thin it is. So Clay does most of the baling. Well, by most, I mean he does all the baling, and I do almost all the raking. Don't actually mind hay raking. I kind of like putting it all in neat, tidy piles. This year I could probably put 8-9 rows together to make it a sufficient windrow to be good to bale, but some years you only can bale a single row or maybe paired rows, or the baler can't handle it. But anyway, very poor crop, very little hay. Maybe a third of the normal amount of production, but this is what has kept me busy the last bunch of weeks. So yeah, I don't actually mind the making nice tidy rows for the baler to be easy to bale. What I hate about haying is all the stress and time pressure. Of course, you got to do it when the weather cooperates. Like yesterday, we got sprinkled on. All 3 weather forecasts for the area agreed that it was 100% sunny and 0% chance of rain. It rained anyway, just a couple drops. Fortunately, not enough to ruin the hay. But you know, when you see a big black storm cloud like that coming at you, it really stresses you out. Anyway, you are probably about seasick now. That's all the steadier I can hold the camera in here, because if I went any faster, I'd knock myself unconscious, banging my head off the walls. That still can happen some, even at this speed. So that's probably plenty of bouncing along the tractor for you, but that's what I've been doing. I was hoping to throw in a little footage of baling as well, but because I had to do so much raking with the thin windrows, Clay caught right up to me with the baler, and so when I finished raking, he was finished baling as well, so I never got any of that. But after cutting it and raking it, this was all baled. probably guess just how beat up you feel after driving across a field like this after a day. It is really rough on your body, and it's unfortunate when you do it for so little return like this here. But that's how it goes sometimes. I get the nice old, which I actually like, tractor. Wide open doors for the air conditioning, so it's usually about 90 degrees in here. A lot of the time Burley likes to sleep on the floor right beside me, my feet there, and ride along. It was just too hot today. I told him he had to stay in the shade. He loves riding in the tractor, but it was just too hot for him to come out. It's too hot for me, for that matter, but that's what we got. Super dusty, dirty, noisy. That's the way it goes. Right up here in just a second, if I can see over the edge, I thought that you guys might like to look over here in the trees. See that little spot of browning area down there? Just glimpses through the trees for a second. That is my old garden area and the old clearing where I lived for 7.5 years. This hayfield is up above it. There's a couple things still down there. You can probably see the outhouse shed. That's still there. Got a couple things I got to finish moving when this job is done, and I can go back to working on other projects that aren't haymaking. So anyway, that's that. Over here at Nyth. Thank you so much for watching these videos and spending some of your very valuable time choosing to do that. We hope you found something that was useful, educational, helpful, maybe save someone else some time and trouble, or just something just plain beautiful. If you don't want to miss any videos, subscribe and hit the bell. And thanks for coming along on our journey as we build a new little homestead with our tiny house and everything to come.